going on, Jerome's? Again, for the love of everything that is holy, it should not have to be this difficult. Like, life should not have to be this hard, man. But the Vikings go on the road. They get it done, 21-13, and there we go. Copernicus, come on. All right, Vikings get it done on the road, 21-13, even after an opening pick six, which gave Carolina its only touchdown of the day. Brian Flores and the defense, especially Harrison freaking Smith. Let's go. Harrison Smith, Marcus Davenport, everyone, their mom showing up big time. All right, now, okay. All right, running out the clock, and we're good to go. So, ay Dios mío. Ay Dios mío. I mean, again, it shouldn't have to be this difficult, but the Vikings, Thielen's bitching about something. Shocker. Now, I love having Thielen with all my hat, but Thielen does complain a lot. He's a little bit of a whiner. Although he had himself a ball game, man. 7 for 76 on 8 targets. But it's one of those type games where the Vikings, despite all of the self-inflicted wounds possible, the fact that they should have been up 21-3 at halftime, and it was just so weird. Like, Cousins, the pick six was on him. It was on him and Hawkinson. And the second interception was on Ed Ingram, who allowed Yetur Gross-Meadows to come in and tip that pass. And it just seemed like it was going to be one of those days. The Vikings going to fall to 0-4, and then they're going to have some tough conversations. But the Vikings the offense got it done. Big time third quarter. DJ Wanham with the 51-yard fumble return, and they overcame. Justin Jefferson was him, 6 for 85 and 2, and frankly, it should have been 3. But overall, it was a solid win. It was a really damn solid win all the way around, in spite of themselves. Like, again, this game should have been a lot easier. This should have been a blowout in the Vikings' favor, but they do get it done, and they cover the 4.5. By the way, no big deal. So, USA. Now we're on to Kansas City, but we got 10 takeaways from the game. A horrifically bad start. Honestly, when you're marching down for a touchdown and you have a touchdown taken off the board with some frou-frou holding call, and then you throw a 99-yard pick six, that's about as bad of a start as possible. But this team was mentally resilient. You would not have blamed the Vikings at all. The way that this season has started, just giving away against the Bucs and the Eagles and the Chargers, if they just decide to pack up their tent, this isn't our day, and just mail it in. You've seen this team do that at times before, but they didn't. They kept grinding, and despite all the controversy, all the tough times, they got together. Offensive line is getting their ish together. So only 2 sacks on Kirk. One of them was on him, pretty bad. But the running game was going with Madison and Akers. And even though, yes, Ed Ingram started. Yes, Dalton Reisner was on the bench. Overall, I think that this was probably their best offensive line game, even without Garrett Bradbury. And you saw that Kirk Cousins was calling out protection, not Slootman. Justin Jefferson is him. Ooh. I mean, it was just a mismatch. I mean, it was really like the varsity versus JV without J.C. Horn. And J.J. with 2 touchdowns, should have been 3, but he's still just an assassin, man. He's just fantastic. Oh, by the way, are the Bears going to screw up that game? Oh, the Broncos got the ball. Let's go. Broncos, go for the end zone. Baby, I need a touchdown really bad. Actually, wait, how many points? How many points do I have here? This is a really good pod, by the way. or we died or lose that one. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyways, the whole Jefferson is him. The ball finally bounced their way. Where the Vikings have had horrifically bad puck luck. And you could say, well, oh, no, you make your own luck. But, yeah, the Vikings were above average last year, definitely below average the first 7 halves of the season, but one finally went their way. Harrison Smith turned back time. That was vintage, like mid Zimmer prime Harrison Smith Hall of Fame Canton freaking 22. Are you kidding me? Three sacks, including a strip sack that led to a touchdown, 14 tackles, 8 of them solo. Just amazing. Just amazing, man. I love it. And also, this is what the Flores defense can be. Now, yes, the Carolina offensive line is banged up, and yes, they're playing a rookie quarterback, but heat, being able to stop the run, being able to get your ass off the field, that's exactly what happened, man. And also, big props to Marcus Davenport. I know that the box score will only show 1 sack, but he was in with multiple pressures. One of his pressures led to a DJ Wanham sack, and like you could tell, like his speed and strength off of the edge. This defense is different. When Davenport was out and Wanham and PJ2 were struggling, it was Danielle Hunter versus the world. And now that Davenport is back in there, like they have a legitimate, very solid pass rusher opposite of Danielle, which is big. Now, hopefully, knocking on all the wood, Davenport stays healthy, and then we'll go from there. Also, like always, if you got a question or a comment, toss a couple bucks in the super chat. We'll get to them. Happy for Thielen and Carolina, like we said. So Thielen wanted the money. The Vikings weren't going to pay him $11 million. He got eight per year, with 3 for 25. Yeah, so 8 and change from Carolina, and he was wide receiver 1. Like he had 7 targets for 7 catches for 76 on 8 targets, and he was getting all the looks, and this is what he wanted. And he talked about how they could win a Super Bowl very soon in Carolina. I don't know, man. I don't know. No. And lastly, we're on to Kansas City. I mean, this is great, and I'm sure that they'll do something funny, Kirko chains and all that stuff. But gotta get back on the horse, man. Because it feels good to finally get a crooked number in the win column. But you got Kansas City late game, Nance Romo, CBS, week 5. You have a chance to make a damn statement. Because the Chiefs, as evidenced by week 1. Well, week 1's a bad example because they didn't have Chris Jones or Travis Kelce. But, the Chiefs are gettable. And the Vikings, I think, firmly do have a damn good shot. So, that's where we go. But overall, the Vikings faced some adversity early on, self-inflicted adversity, but they figured their ish out, and they went from there. So, really happy about how this team played overall. Aside from the stupid pick 6 and aside from the tipped interception, but defensively, they got a turnover when they needed it. They got a defensive score. Jordan Hicks continues to play damn good football. Hook 'em. Texas, baby. BC's playing at a Pro Bowl level. People don't want to admit that. Wanham finally had himself a damn good game, even aside from the fumble 6, and it's about damn time. It's about damn time. Now, yes, you could say, ooh, it's just the Panthers. Ooh, blah, 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 blah. A win's a win. It's what we were told last year. That's what applies this year for sure. And I don't know. When we were doing the halftime show, I felt like we were going to be doing a much different post-game show. But there's still a lot that the Vikings need to clean up. Namely penalties, 7 for 37, including 2 special team ones, which are just inexcusable. Obviously, cleaning up the turnovers and go from there. But the running game is getting going. Jefferson is getting his targets. Defensively, they're getting some heat and stank on the opposition. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty. Ooh, the Bears are going to blow. Let's go. Can we get a backdoor cover too? Why not? Let's see here. Oh, shoot, the Colts just tied. Are you kidding me, Colts? Let's go. Actually, no, we can bring this up over here. All right, so looking around the league. All right, so the Steelers got the bang thing put on by the Texans. I actually picked the Texans. I had a feeling like, even though Houston's offensive line was very poopy, Kami's giving the Eagles a game that 8, and they got the ball right now, 3rd and 7, 5:46 left. Bucks and the Saints. The under was stealing money. The Rams and the Colts. That was a toss-up. The Browns. I actually thought that the Browns were going to whip the Ravens' ass, but then I thought that they were going to rally around DTR, but then I remembered he's just a rookie quarterback. Let's see. The Bears got the ball. How about pick 6 time? No? Not so much? Anyways, it doesn't matter. But like we said, Vikings, we are indeed on to... Nope, that's not what we want either. Upload and enhance. But yeah, we are indeed on to Kansas City, man. And about $2 in Super Chat. Finally, we are talking about Joseph's kicking. Although, again, I don't know if it's the angle of the camera, but it did seem like it did seem like that Joseph was being a habitual line stepper on PATs. I don't know, man. I don't know. But super fired up. The Vikings finally got one in the win column. 5 sacks on Bryce Young. Got themselves a turnover. Got themselves a defensive score. And on a game where things didn't go right from the start, they did not give up. They didn't cry in the breast milk. They didn't do anything like that. They got it done. Absolutely. And big props to Harrison Smith. Frickin' A, man. Frickin' A. But that's it. What we're going to do, winners and losers here in a hot second. Thanks for